What will happen to your body if you do the bench press? Bench press. How will your body change? This exercise is ideal for those who seek to get a beautiful, toned body. This complexity can often be watched on TV or as recommendations from trainers. In addition, you can feel its popularity by watching the lack of barbells in the gym. The fact is that when performing such an exercise, both the chest muscles and the triceps are worked out. It's not a secret that the result is beautiful and aesthetic. But the popularity of the exercise hides another side. We'll look into detail at the state of the body during this workout and also talk about what the activity does to our body. Why shouldn't this movement be neglected? Increasing the force of the push. The bench press exercise significantly increases the mass that you're able to lift or push. It's simple. The more weight you can lift lying down with your hands, the more weight you'll be able to lift with your shoulders. The famous book by Mark Repetto and Lon Kilgore, Practical Programming for Strength Training, mentions the following. As a rule, the shoulder press is only about 70% of the bench press, but it's worth noting that these figures can vary significantly depending on the experience and seniority of the athlete. Bone strength. This exercise perfectly helps to maintain the tone and strength of the bones of our body. Since the body is subjected to high loads, there is training and further development of bone strength. Studies have been conducted, as a result of which it was found that the bench press contributes to the treatment of osteoporosis. It is often recommended to include it in your workouts. Active development of the pectoral muscles. During the bench press, the main part of the work is taken over by the pectoral muscle. This muscle gives the chest a strong and durable appearance, and it is also the main engine in the horizontal surface. The small pectoral muscles contribute to the downward movement of the shoulder blades. It is best to train them with horizontal movements, so the results of the training will be more effective. Strengthening of the serratus anterior. This muscle is located or wraps around on the chest under the shoulder. It reminds us of the fingers of the hands. Due to the bench press, these muscles are effectively strengthened. The impact on the deltas. The bench press also perfectly contributes to the strengthening of the deltas. They are of the main components to perform this exercise. The buildup of the deltoid muscles plays an important role in visual terms. They always make the body more reliable. Forming of triceps. This type of muscle consists of three components. The so-called three triceps heads are being worked out due to the bench press exercise. Their development gives the arms an excellent appearance. It is very important to understand the correctness of the exercise. Often, people try to take quite a lot of weight, but it is absolutely not worth doing this. The quality of the exercise from the weight of the barbell will not improve, but rather will have the opposite effect. Important points of the exercise. 1. Work the chest right. When performing the exercise, the thoracic section takes a large load. Starting their work is not as easy as it might seem. Many believe that it is enough to take a wider grip with your hands, supposedly so the chest will be involved more. So, how should you do it right then? First, you need to bring the shoulder blades together. This position allows the chest muscles to fully open, thereby improving the quality of work during workout. A very important point is to give the muscles the maximum load. At the upper point, it's not necessary to unbend arms to the end, and at the bottom, do not press the barbell to the chest. Do not use the chest as a spring. You need to gently touch it and also gently lift the weight up. 2. Slope. As a rule, when presenting this exercise, we think of a flat bench without any slopes. However, this is not true. For greater effect, the exercise should be performed on a surface at an angle of 30 degrees. It is worth considering the following point. The weight that you're used to taking on the bench may not fit, since in a horizontal position, you can take a more impressive mass than in an angled position. The complex is recommended to alternate between each other. First, bench press in a completely horizontal position, then at an angle. With regular training, the result will not keep you waiting. How to perform the exercise correctly and, most importantly, safely. As soon as you come to the gym, you need to do a warm-up. This is a mandatory item, since ignoring it can lead to unpleasant consequences. Stretch your muscles and joints thoroughly. When performing the exercise, try not to allow the pelvis to detach from the bench. since the load in this case will be distributed unevenly. The chances of injury to the lower back are increasing. The main rule is, on exhalation, lift the barbell. On inhalation, lower it. Sudden movements should also not be done. The process should be smooth, as there is a risk of tearing the shoulder ligaments. The feet should be on the floor, without lifting the toes from the surface. This item also applies to the head. Carefully select the weight of the load. It should be gradual. Start with small weights. Add the plate gradually. In this case, what's most important is the quality of performance, not the number of kilograms taken. Take a break between workouts. This point, as well as others, is very important since muscle rest is necessary. If there's a sauna or a swimming pool in the gym, be sure to use it after your workout. Thus, you'll contribute to muscle relaxation and significantly reduce pain. The main mistakes of the bench press exercise. Despite the fact that the exercise looks quite simple, its execution is often accompanied by a number of mistakes. Let's consider the most common ones. 1. Avoiding leg workouts. When training a certain muscle group, do not forget about others. In our case, legs. Training the legs helps them gain strength, which in the future will serve as a reliable support for performing a number of exercises. 2. Training plan. Remember that we start with small weights and then increase the load. Fix the weight and the number of sets, so we can track the dynamics of training. 3. Don't overestimate your body's capabilities. In any case, do not overexert yourself. Excessive loads will not lead you to a positive result. Evaluate your condition before training. 4. Form of execution. Be sure to follow the rules of the exercise. First, fix the position of the body. Try to keep your hands in one position. Do not spread them apart. Do not push the weight in any case. Consultation. If you have doubts about the correctness of the exercise, contact the trainer. Neglecting this item may deprive you of the desired effect.